For thousands of years, money has been the root of all evil. Now, it's the root of all survival.
You're there. We've been expecting you. Our positions have been attacked.
Let's go.
We located him a few minutes ago. He's not far.
I know.
Welcome to Bet on Soldier. Who will be the star of the day? Nolan Daneworth?
Go on, enjoy your fame. It used to be 15 minutes. Now it's gonna be 15 seconds.
Or our super challenger? It's where the smart money is.
Come and meet my new friends, Nolan. They'll really blow you away.
People of the world, place your bets now.
Let's begin now.
In the future, war has a point. Soldiers fight against each other in the name of entertainment.
Just a few seconds left. Nolan Daneworth wins!
In the future, there is no second prize.
Recruit that man.
Yes, sir.
Has our amnesiac recovered his memory yet? It's taking too much time. We have to switch to plan B now.
The world is a shitty place, no doubt about it. It's as shitty as this war that's been going around for the last 80 years. I was born in it, and it's the only thing I'll ever know. My name's Nolan Daneworth. I'm a soldier. I work for the WRF. 2 years ago, I got amnesia, probably after a bombing. I probably took a bunch of bombs right in my face. That seems most likely anyway. Today, I'm fighting. I'm fighting because it's the only way to make a decent living. I guess I could work at a factory, but what for? The right to survive? Let's face it, the only ones who really get along around here are those who fight on Bet on Soldier. The BOS champions, we call them. In this TV show, soldiers fight against each other to the death. Meanwhile, all over the world, people place their bets on the outcome of those fights. These soldiers will never get to be old-timers, I guess. But man, they're genuine stars and frightening warriors. Tell you the truth, I never really gave a rat's ass about all this. I just did my job. On the front, I met Julianne, a nurse. We got married. We made a little bit of something for ourselves. A little farm, a simple life. We even got a dog at some point. One night, some men came to our house. They shot my wife and torched the house. I don't know how, but I managed to escape. But I didn't have time to get the body of my wife out. She was burnt, along with everything that ever meant anything to me. I saw the men who killed her, and I knew who they were. I'd already seen them on TV. These men were BOS champions. I got back on my feet very quickly. Too quickly, perhaps. And I decided to call Peter Rosbach. Peter had a school of champions. He trained young soldiers to become champions. He was the best teacher around. We arranged to meet in a little bar south of Camp St. Louis. When he got there, I was already 5 or 6 pints smarter than him. He didn't order anything, he was in a hurry. The only lead I had was BOS, and especially the 2 brothers, the Boryenko brothers. I would never forget those faces. To kill them, I needed to approach BOS. I had to become a champion.
You want to become a champion? But look at you. You're barely standing.
I didn't recall my past too well. Actually, all I had was an S tattooed on my neck. Peter seemed very surprised when he saw it.
That, S, you belong to the Syndicate?
Nobody really knew what the Syndicate was, a so-called secret organization which controlled the war. It was bullshit for sure. But Peter certainly knew a little more, and he also knew I could bring him back a lot of money. I became a promising seed, and I was accepted in the school.
Take care of yourself first, Nolan. You know where to find me.
Peter's camp was tough. The guy was an asshole, but a hell of a good teacher. After 4 months of intense training, I was ready to face League 3, the Amateurs League.
Morning, Recruit Nolan. We were waiting for you. You're not late. That's a good point. I can read in our files that you've been trained by Peter Rosbach. Well, this is a hot reference. So, General Solberg is waiting to give you an overview of the mission. But before that, let's check on the basics. Don't forget that this is the European front line. Mistakes are not permitted. First, check your compass. Your objectives are indicated on it. Let's make a test. I will give you an objective.
Things need not have ended this way. What would they think of me? I decided to work in the shadows at the cost of a great career. I could have continued to lead the life of a BOS star, live in the lap of luxury, amass money, and then not know what to do with it. Money was not enough for me. I had to satisfy my hunger for power. I wanted to be feared. I wanted to experience my opponents freezing with terror before me. I wanted my mere presence in a room to loosen the bowels of everyone there and see the fear in their eyes. It all started when I collected the mission briefing. Normally, a soldier never questions the motives of his superior. He is the boss, and when he issues an order, one has to obey. How could I know I was making a pact with the devil when I accepted this mission? I had never paid much attention to all the gossip circulating about this so-called syndicate. Plane was expecting me. I started out on my journey to North Africa. People were counting on me.
At your age, I was working for the UAN as an elite officer. Like most officers, I participated in the BOS program. It all started with a reconnaissance mission to Asia. The UAN had a monopoly over the Asian region. At that time, there were no battlefronts there. The General Staff had not received their routine briefing from the UAN for a few days. I was to go there, identify the problem, and then return to headquarters to debrief. But nothing turned out quite the way it was planned.
Have you got the information?
Yes, sir. Everything is prepared. They've mobilized their troops and they're on the way.
I trust the WRF won't be able to trace the source of this information?
No, sir.
Okay, move on to the next step. Help them to proceed. Be discreet, and above all, don't leave any witnesses behind.
Very well, sir. But in 12 hours' time, the UAN will certainly have noticed the radio silence.
Get to work, you idiot, and show no mercy.